Emanating of your body, baby. I can feel it too. Tonight, and you got me feeling naughty, baby. You know I'm in that mood. I don't worry about them other guys. Them questions they can't compete with I. That's why you're here tonight. You made a good choice, boo.
Finna go deeper than my voice too.
Tonight, girl, you're special. I wanna give you all my love. I give it to you. Cause your body is so magical. I wanna give my all to you.
Come on.
Hey, yo! You only get this on one place. Talk with Tonse. Let's go. Yo.
What is up, my people? We here again. This is Tonse here. Talk with Tonse. Thank you for joining me here on the channel. Here for another episode of Talking with Tonse. And here, I got not one, but I got two guests. It should be three, but we got two in it. So we got an R&B group here. I'm gonna let them talk, man. I'm gonna give them the floor. They're gonna talk about it, and we'll go into the topic of the video. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Right, my name is Kweku. I sing bass for the MMNT. It brought us a collection of 3 R&B UK singers.
Okay.
Third member couldn't be in. His name's Sammy. You know, he's a real G. But yeah.
Well, I'm Gabs, another member of the MMNT, 1/3. We're just gonna talk real today.
Yeah, man, we're here to talk, man. So, as they've said, the MMNT, which is an R&B group, UK based. These guys have been, I've been seeing them doing their thing for a while. You know, they've been doing their thing for a number of years in different capacities. I thought it would be very good for us to have a conversation about the UK R&B, them being an R&B group. I think there was a conversation that needed to be had regarding the UK music scene, and especially in regards to R&B, because I feel that not even like it's overlooked, but like, I don't feel that we really get to talk about it a lot. Like only recently did I even know there was like UK R&B other than you lot. You know what I mean? The topic of today's video is UK R&B overlooked? So I feel there's a conversation to be had here. For my R&B connoisseurs, this is definitely for you. And for my UK music fans, it's definitely for you. Like, there's a conversation we got to have here, man. And this being a group here that is actually active artists, I feel like we got to talk about it, man. So here, we here. Like, what you got to say? Like, I'm just going to give them the floor, and I'm just going to interject where I need to interject, but I'm going to give them the floor. Like, what you got to say?
No, I do, in a sense, think that UK R&B is overlooked. I don't think that it's got as much of the push that it's deserves to be, as opposed to across the pond in the sense where you get like Americans pushing R&B hard to the extent where thankfully, unfortunately, artists like LMA are now gotten to that stage where it's like, she's a UK artist, but as soon as she went across the pond, they latched onto it. They gave her that support. It was like, yeah, this girl can sing. She made a bang up. We're gonna push it. Look where she is now. And she made that transformation, and it's a shame in the sense that she has to go, you know, like across the pond in order to get that kind of push, as opposed to the UK pushing our own artists to get to the extent where they're able to, you know, blossom and be at that level where the world knows them. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I do think. Obviously, that's just one example. There's an abundance and a wealth of UK R&B talent. We've got artists like Lilo Gold, Pharrell, Lauren Aki, Emma V, like that's female artists. And there's an abundance of UK talent. And I just think once we're given the avenue in order to be on a consistent like stage,
Yeah.
it will be very beneficial for UK because that machine, that UK music machine, is turning, and like, hopefully in the future they will be given the spotlight in order to shine. That
I agree with you. Like, I agree with you on that
course,
point,
yeah.
especially when you're talking about artists having to go over to America and then, blow basically.
Yeah.
Like, on the flip side of things, I kind of understand in me because, like, producers and so these labels, like, they want to basically react to
What's popular?
the feedback of their target
the public.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So literally, if R&B's not popping here, then the producers and keep saying producers, labels won't put as much money and effort into actually trying to promote that particular genre, or artists from that genre. That's why in America, I feel like, because they're so much larger, what we need to realize as well is that because there's so many different states.
That's the point needs to be made.
If you even compare the size differences of one state to like the UK, like it's not that far off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if you compare somewhere like Texas, like it's a bit mad. So it's a thing where they've got a lot more of an R&B fan base there, and so that's why they kind of blow there. I would think. Obviously, we hear what they hear anyway, so then when we start feeling that, we see the reception, then they kind of get more love here as well. But I feel like we need to kind of band together as the UK anyway, in terms of Manchester, Leeds, everywhere, just popping, and actually propagate it from all sides. Because then from that, in that sense, like, we'll kind of, I don't know, get to level that America's like, obviously size difference is crazy.
Crazy.
What I found was mad, what you said here about the states thing and all of that, it's like, it's easy for one area to be like, yo, that's our guy, this is our artist, we're gonna push that artist. So if you say, alright, boom, that's our guy here, it's a lot easier for them. That's already, they've got a fan base that is pushing them. So it's very easy to, it spreads across the whole of Atlanta. Once it spreads across the whole of Atlanta, it's basically blown. More or less.
And then you've got neighbouring states, and it's so easy, it just spreads. At least with the UK, it's more, I don't know, we kind of all alone with Ireland. At the same time, like our industry is kind of linked with America as well. They hear what we hear as well, especially with Jake coming down. He's part of the clique.
Now more so than ever, because previously it wasn't that.
So when you look at the UK scene, UK music scene, it's basically London. Like, it's basically London. Like, we know it. Like, when we, you don't know what to say, oh, it's the UK scene, but we really mean the London scene. What we're talking about, that's cool. But most times we don't know them lots.
London is the hub of like, music.
So more or less, when you blow in London, you blow in the UK. When you look at that, it's like London itself it's so small in comparison to the number of artists. So you've got X amount of artists. It's like how it's so hard for one person to even blow in London. It's not Atlanta where you got this amount of people that's making you blow. It's like in here you blow in Peckham. Alright, cool. You blow in Brixton. Alright, cool. There's like 10 people there, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? There's like 10 people in one hood in London. So like, it's hard for like one region to really make someone blow. It just kind of happens, really. So for the R&B people, it's even harder now because it's like the popular sound now, which is like Afro swing, drill. Those are the things that will really get.
They're trying to shut down drill, though, man.
That's another conversation. That's another conversation. But so it's like for R&B, it's like if we're checking for, if this is what the people, the limited people there are pushing the R&B. Like, what hope is there? That's what makes it. That's what makes it hard.
There's hope. There is hope.
There definitely is hope.
Literally.
You know what I think with consistency and just the ability to produce top quality music, regardless of the genre, there's a possibility.
Of course,
definitely.
I believe so.
So I do believe with the quality of music that I'm hearing coming out of the UK, I don't think there's too much time before we're noticed on the world stage.
Literally, it's a cycle. It's a cycle. In terms of the vibe and the genres.
Like waves.
It's like, you remember, like even old school R&B, say, like, it's gonna have an influence on when the R&B, the new wave comes around again, because it's coming up. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe a couple of years now. I don't know, but I can see it. I can see the cracks coming through. You know what I mean? So,
what you're saying, in a sense, that it would possibly have to merge with another genre.
It doesn't have to. But I feel like with every new age, there comes different influences to music as well, and different life experiences.
Yeah.
So what Tupac and I are going through, to be fair, there's a lot that is still
That
the
still
same, like
remains.
police
Yeah.
brutality and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That remains, unfortunately. But there are different life experiences, like especially with the introduction of technology and stuff. Like the way we live our lives is slightly differently as well. So that's going to have an effect on the type of music we're producing. The equipment that we use to produce it as well. Do you know what I mean? That, like, it's not bad. It's still going to be R&B, but it's going to be a new age R&B. And to be fair, you can always pay homage, and I feel like there will be a lot of homage paid. I feel like parties are going to be so flipping wavy.
The energy's different.
It's just more of a
even when you rave, it could be whatever rave. The old school R&B set.
Listen,
Fam, the energy's different. The energy's
No one's to go to a rave. Like, well, I don't know what people are. I don't really rave myself in it, but my scenario is if I'm going to a rave, I want tunes that I can vibe to with my people as opposed to dip. You know what I mean?
Man, that's all well and good, but it's time and place.
Moderation.
I get tired of mosh pitting, bro. Give me something I can let's calm the mood down. Let's simmer, bro. Like by the time you mosh pit 2 times, fam, alright.
I'm tired.
I'm alright.
They're doing WWE in the mosh pit.
I'm looking forward to that time when the vibe does start to shift, because like I feel like the R&B sound in music in general is such an important sound, man. Because like we know that whole wave in like the 90s where the R&B was dope, when people was really singing about I have a girl, and these times I don't even have a girl, bro. By the time
and you feel it, bro.
you don't even have a girl, bro. They're singing about girls, and you be like,
I'm singing "I Need a Girl" by Usher. That track. I was like,
and you be thinking about relationships you've never had before, and that it's a different energy. But it's like we don't really have an equivalent to that now, so that's why like I'm personally like waiting for that, and I can see it like. It's coming.
It's the demand there, though.
That's the thing, man.
That's what artists need to identify and see. Like, would people like to have that old school R&B aspect in music nowadays, or has that element completely?
I think I feel like as well. Did you say young people though?
Yeah. That's it. I don't think I did, but
it's our demographic.
Okay, yeah, but that's really the demographic we're talking about.
Yeah,
it's funny because R&B like. It's usually our older generation, it's our parent generation like, that really appreciate that. So like, why limit? Of course, we want our young people to listen to that, but why limit it to having to like just start with them? Like we could actually start with the older generation as well. The thing is actually targeting them, and I feel like because the way music's released now, it's all digital and stuff. And some people get out of touch with that. So that's why it's harder to reach them.
Some people,
but we've actually got the fan base. There's a lot of people in the UK. Do you know
100%.
It's just about our target.
And
I feel like
one thing I found, me personally, is just that I just haven't seen them. I haven't seen the people that's really doing stuff.
I've got a question.
Because
name 5 R&B groups in the past 10 to 15 years.
UK or US?
UK. It's very different.
UK R&B.
UK R&B groups.
not pop R&B.
That's a bit hard.
That's
I'm thinking
That's
I'm thinking like Mystique, and I'm thinking does that count? Counting like Mystique. I don't know. No, Big Brothers don't really count.
Was that 10 to 15 years?
Oh, 10, 15?
When you say 10 years,
that's millennial.
You think the 90s, but you're like early 2000s.
I'm thinking 08.
Yeah, you do
I got 9 for you. It's a bit quiet, bro.
It's mad. And like R&B groups was an essential part of 90s R&B. You get me? The whole harmony aspect. Like, what does the general public listen to? Did they listen to more of the beat? Did they listen to the melodies? Did they listen to the lyrics?
I think it's kind of like changed, really.
Yeah, it changes.
Because
now we're more in the beat aspect.
Yeah, because in that era, I remember in the 90s, it was heavily content based. Like R&B, like you just
lyrically,
that's how people know every tune, every word of them tunes. So when you play you play Usher Burn or whatever, I know the whole tune front to back. You know what I mean? I cannot listen to it. I cannot hear the tune in a year. play the tune, I know every word.
Every word. Yeah.
Some tunes now, I don't even know the word. I don't know those chorus, bro. I barely know the chorus.
I feel like it'd be interesting to know what people think, like, so, like, literally for the viewers out there, if you want to comment on anything,
Just
like,
to hear from a viewer's perspective.
if you're actually feeling R&B, if you feel like R&B is actually felt the way it used to be felt, or like, if it's even worth bringing back, I think it is anyway. So whatever you say, like, it's worth bringing back.
I'm an advocate for bringing
You know what I mean?
it back.
But, like, yeah, just that's what you think. Like,
No, because it's a good point, you know, when you mention about how we actually view music now.
Yeah.
Because like people always complain that the content ain't really there. Like, but it's like, do people even want to hear content like that? Because when you see what's really popping now, you'll be like, that's not really content, or what we view as heavy content. It's melodic. It's just it's a hook that you know what I mean.
What type of content are we talking about? We're talking lyrical content. We're talking musical content in terms of like you're saying, melodies and chord structures and stuff like that. Because obviously there's different types of content.
It's true.
Like even a flow, your flow could be that could be seen as content in a way. Because like if you have a mad flow, that takes skill. Like you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like
and
that's aside from lyrics. So I feel like we need to be a bit more specific.
Nah, that's true. It's true.
Yeah.
One thing I just want to say quickly is that when we look at the US scene, like the US R&B scene, like the stuff that they're making, that's what we know as R&B. I don't think there's anything different. But it's like we rock with it. Like Brent Faiyaz came and did a concert here off his album, which was heavy. It felt like a throwback to the 90s, from the sun. So if you go and listen to it, but if you also look at other things like Daniel Caesar, Fruity, and
my guy,
all of that, like these people they really like Brent Faiyaz is singing on that. Brent Faiyaz is singing. Like Daniel Caesar is singing.
Brent Faiyaz is UK.
No, he's
from.
Okay.
I don't know the place he's from, but
he was on Gold Link's track.
Oh yeah.
Crude. She's
money.
But it's like, he was really singing, and we loved that.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, like, what different is that to, for instance, what you guys do from the R&B that I'm hearing? But it's what you said. It's the fan base, and that's why I'm thinking. It's just the fact that we're just not seeing it, man. I personally just feel like it's just a case of people aren't really seeing it. Because you can only see what's really pushed.
In a sense, it goes back to my point about the content and the quality. Once, in a sense, we get to a stage where we're doing what we're doing on a consistent basis, then we just give it out to the public, and then the public has to make that decision whether they want to listen to it and invest their emotional as well as their support into the product that we're trying to create. So,
do you know what I feel like as well? Like with the UK, it's funny when you mentioned about America and have kind of been a propagators of R&B, like that's what we know. We're basically on that. But I feel like, remember when I was saying that when R&B comes around, it's gonna be a new age R&B, especially particularly with the UK, because whenever we take something that America's created or they've hyped or whatever,
people say you're back.
No, I'm talking about like even the whole trap kind of scene as well. Like we made it. Like we actually done our thing. Do you know what I mean? There's artists out there, like UK artists, like we've done our thing.
I've taken it, modified, made it.
And it's like even a UK accent, like sings that. It's our style, innit? We actually swing it, and then it's still that genre, but
we don't have
it's
to
our
be
version
like
of that genre. Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
So I think our R&B is gonna be a different R&B. It's not gonna be the same as America. Do you know what I mean? It's just
exactly. And that's one thing that I'm so proud of UK artists for doing. We are not trying to sound American. From a consumer's perspective, anyway. When I listen to music nowadays, I don't hear we're adhering our music in order to try to.
Definitely.
Do you get what I'm saying? It sounds original. Jay Huss is a prime example. He came in with his own sound, made sure that he was consistent with it throughout his career, and now he's blossoming because you're hearing that this guy has stayed true to his sound from the get go.
Yeah.
Modified it. It's a very beautiful time for the UK music right now, and you know, R&B is a part of that.
Definitely,
and it will. I have no doubt in my mind it's going to be at the forefront, eventually.
Because the stuff I'm seeing, it's mad. Like, because when I actually was really looking into like some of the people that's doing it, obviously, because I know you guys, but I'm looking into more like some of the names you were saying. I know Lauren Eki.
She's cool.
That came into my path. A couple other people I started to Even like Octavian, you know Octavian. I don't know if that counts R&B to you. I don't know if you know Octavian.
No,
I don't know if it counts as R&B. It's not really R&B, but it's kind of R&B. But the stuff I'm seeing is like creative. And you know what's actually crazy? You know when people that say, "Oh, the UK scene sounds the same." Yeah. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
The UK music sounds the same.
Yeah.
And every time someone says that, I'm like, you definitely aren't. You're not listening. You're not listening because some of the stuff I'm seeing these artists are doing is different to what is.
You can tell.
You know, you can see like, for instance, like, you know, like this Afro swing, the popular things. Some of it, let's be honest, does sound a bit generic. The same kind of chords, the same kind of beats. It's very whatever. Drill is very. I'm like, but some of the R&B that I'm like, it's different, bro. Like, it's just different. But it's like the fact that people are saying that, it lets me know that people aren't really exposed to what you guys have been doing, or you know, people of your like have been doing. Because otherwise, you definitely wouldn't be able to say music sounds the same. If I'm hearing you guys, hearing these guys, hearing, you know, all these other people like that. So it's just a case of that, you know. It's like I don't really know what you really do to kind of like push yourselves, because I mean, we have Spotify. You know, you have Spotify. So I've been seeing people have been making like R&B playlists and all of that, which is good. Yeah. That's the big way that people actually discover.
People can plug themselves. Yeah, essentially, if you go on the right playlist and your music is good, as I said, quality plays a big part of it. It's the consistency to get yourself in the studio to make that banger, to make that one track that could change your life. So, as I said, the possibilities are endless. Where it does take hard work, dedication, and a lot of patience, and to, as a musician, just to overcome like your self-doubt. Sometimes you like, there's been plenty of times we've doubted ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and like we've been like, could we do this, whatever, and then, but it's good in the sense that I've got the brotherhood, the groove, do you know what I'm saying? When I've got the support. Do you get me? When I feel like man's at my like points where it's life in the sense is a bit difficult, going through my, where I can never use profanity. Going through my shit. And then just obviously a cool man up and like, yo, man's going through this, you get me? It's just good to have that support system and whatever. Just to be like, like, I understand what you're going through, you've got the brotherhood with us. We're gonna help and support you. We're gonna push through this together.
What I feel like is that R&B artists as well. One key thing is that I feel like they tend to focus on live performances a bit more than studio.
That's what I was.
That's why right now we don't have a lot out to listen to on the go. So I mean, people are only seeing what they see in front of them performances or what people record. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like second hand. I don't know, like I feel like we just need to get in the studio, which is what we've been doing.
That's
hibernating, literally.
That's it.
Working on our craft.
That's a good point.
5-hour trek from the 0161 to London to make bangers with my bro. So
that's struggle.
When you got a dream and you believe in it to that extent, you will make the sacrifices in order to succeed.
You got doing UK tours, bro. That's it, bro. You have to, man.
You know, we hope to obviously reintroduce that. Like, we'll get back to that, but we just want to get material.
That's a good.
Stuff to actually perform.
That's a good point,
because we've been through life and we've experienced stuff. You take
put that to writing as well. Just put that into stuff coming. We've got stuff coming for you.
110%.
That's good. I love that point you made, with the whole like UK R&B artists focus on the performance aspect of it. Because people always complain, especially now, that these people can't sing. You know, they do performances, they do videos of like Ramsey. They say, you can't sing. But like, at the end of the day, he's always going to get shows because he has a tune or tunes that people want to hear. So at the end of the day, regardless of whatever you think, or you might say you can't sing, but at the end of the day, people want to come and hear barking backwards, barking in Arabic. You know what I mean? People want to hear that, bro. People want to hear that version, reggaeton version. We want that, bro. Give me that, bro. Give me. I want to hear barking in every language, bro. That's cool. That's what people want. So of course he's gonna get opportunities. So like, at the end of the day, people want to hear songs. Like they want to hear the tunes, and that's why, like you said, like it's about the material.
And I think like obviously, being in that studio environment as well, once we're singing with each other, it's going to add towards it. Obviously, you need to practice the performance aspect, But because you're in the studio and you're hearing each other and you're hearing, oh, he's doing this harmony at this time. Let me insert
There's
this.
something that you can do as well.
Exactly.
It's crazy. And I feel like, obviously, I know R&B is we're saying R&B is gonna come back around. It's like a cycle and that. But I feel like with us, I feel like we're the transition. We're the transition, literally. Our moments are going to be the transition. These moments are going to be documented. That's why we're the moment.
You need pioneers, man. In anything, you need pioneers.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like our style is not strictly R&B. We're R&B singers, yeah. Do you know what I mean? But we've got different elements to our music. Like, it's surrounded by our life. Like it's the era we live in, everything. So it's like our vibes. Like we have a bit of it's like Afro infused. Like, it's kind of like even trap infused sometimes. Like it just depends. Like literally, just a wave. It's a wave and it's a vibe. Like obviously you're listening, you'll know it. So but
I like that.
It's just literally that's the vibe. That's the vibe. And like certain songs will do R&B. Certain songs will be R&B vibe, but not necessarily R&B. Like it's like I'm saying, it's new age as well. Like certain songs will just pay homage straight, and you'll know it's R&B. But as long as you got vibes, and you gotta make songs for different moods as well. At the end of the day, so.
Tunes if you just want to come home and relax. Tunes if you want to fall off the wine.
You want to spark a little thing. Do you know what I mean? Like a drink, little sip.
Definitely for every occasion.
Just enjoy life. Do you know? Live your best life, literally.
Oh yes,
that's the key.
110%.
It's like a case of like R&B artists trying to put themselves in a box.
I feel like
almost it's like that. You know, people go. You know, for instance, an example I want to bring. You know, like in the New York rap scene. People will say, I want the music from back in the 90s, the boom bap stuff.
That's not the
whole. I want that Nas boom bap. But it's like nah, fam. We're in 08, we're in 18, bro. We're in 2018. Like that stuff is cool. I can go back and listen to it. But fam, I don't want to be
that nostalgia.
I don't want to be hearing New York State of Mind in 2018. Like it's just it's a classic.
You vibe to in the clubs, but like it's like you want to hear.
But it's a different age, and like we can't always be trying to go back to that time. Like
when you listen to it in the club, when it comes on just like that, boom. Like it's been years, or it's been like
it brings you back. It brings you back.
What I mean,
it brings you back to that time.
Like it's a bigger impact on you. Know what I mean,
for the nostalgia,
it just transports you back to wherever you were when you first heard it.
I heard Big Papa the other day by hey yo, I was like
that's a very good point, man. The whole like trying to capture that energy of before, but really you should be trying to pioneer a sound going forward. That's a important. I think that's very important to say, man, because
it's a continuation of it at the end of the day. Like I feel like if that ever had been kind of elongated, like if it stretched out and then it carried on like through, and then there was no kind of hiatus where different genres then took the lead, it's gonna develop. Like it's not gonna stay the same. You're not gonna have like 20, 30 plus years of the same R&B, the same style. Like even if it was the New York swing, or what do you call it?
New Jack Swing.
New Jack Swing, all that kind of stuff. Like there was a time, there was an era for that. But this is all still kind of under R&B, isn't it? And there's different elements, and like you develop it, changes it morphs, and it just moves. You know what I mean? So I feel like what we're doing now, it's still R&B at the end of the day, but it's just not the same, otherwise that'd be boring.
I think it's still R&B because we're still R&B. We've come into music having those influences, listening to the greats that came before us. You know, the Boys, the Men, the Jodeci. I've been an MJ fan.
The film.
New Edition.
Come on.
And Temptation. So you gotta learn the greats that come before you to see how they navigated through the industry in order to get to where they needed. I like the way I'm talking about that.
That's true. As an R&B artist, I think the biggest service that you can offer yourself is to try and push the sound going forward. You have to push your sound,
your vibe,
and
and just hope that people respond to it.
And like I was saying, like even with us, obviously we're R&B based, but because we're not strictly only R&B. Like that's why I was saying I feel like we're the transitionary kind of like group, because there's gonna be artists that will come after us. That maybe more R&B or concrete R&B artists, but it's like paved the way because you opened up a kind of target audience.
For real, bro. That's the realest, bro.
So literally, Like, and I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Like, I'm down to be that group. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just brings the vibe and brings the life of the party because live with the moment.
That's who we are.
We're making moments. Just live for the moment, literally.
Do you know why R&B is like? When you go through certain situations and you're listening to that song, that brings back the memory of how you overcame the obstacle. And like, for the majority of me, it's been R&B songs that have gotten me through.
Nah, for real.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm such an and then I'm thinking as an artist, I could possibly write a song that someone's going through the same kind of situation and they could relate and they'd be like, oh, is that how you overcame? I feel inspired by that. Do you get me? There's been the hella songs that have allowed me to go through
the moments like where you just listen to a song and then you find yourself like a minute of the song goes by and you realise like, what have I been doing for the last minute?
Exactly. You get lost
you just
in the songs.
This is why it's important. Like, this is why R&B is important. I definitely feel like, especially these days, we don't have enough of that vibe going around, man.
Yeah.
We got enough, like, I remember as a 14, 15, 16-year-old, even though
early 2000s.
Even though like we had grime and all of that, I was listening to like Usher and them. Like, I was listening. I had Confessions on 8701. Like, I was listening. I was still listening to that music, and I still associate that stuff with things back then. You know,
you're so young. Like.
Yeah, bro. And it's like these days, I don't know if there's an equivalent of that for a 14-year-old growing up.
This is what I'm saying,
even then, you had grime, you had the stuff that was there, like, if you want Arm's house to bring it to your mum's house, like, we had that stuff, but it was balanced out by the, yo, man, like, you know what I mean, like that Usher crying in the rain type, crying in the rain,
to be the balance.
I definitely think that, I definitely feel like in this day and age, we need that balance back. Because I feel like it's definitely gone heavily to this side.
Like, if in terms of the UK artists, because I've got my eyes on like Ricardo Williams, I'm gonna say it again. There's one artist that I came across and I was just like, yeah, bro, he's got that powerful UK R&B voice, and he's getting the radio play, and you're just like, congratulations, my black brother.
Like I said, there's cracks coming.
Do you get me? And like, I know, they've been trying to suppress it, but you can't kill R&B, and especially UK R&B. There's too many voices in the UK that are adhered to R&B. It's a matter of time before it gets to the forefront. I'm very, very optimistic.
Do we think that there's enough platforms to push the R&B sounds or to push the our artists in general? Because obviously, like you have let's say if I do drill or whatever, you got platforms that have been set up. So you just know if the portal to get on is a lot easier in my mind, because if I'm doing that music, that obviously like I know if I pay Link Up TV, my video will at least get on. Now if my video gets on, if people rock with it, I'm on. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm on. Like I could be doing music for 2 months, but get my video on pay to get on Link Up. There we go. I'm on. As an R&B artist, I'm on. I don't know, innit? You tell me, is there an equivalent to be like, if I'm trying to get on, like, that's that platform there?
I feel like there's a lack of that right now for R&B specifically. Like Jerome Daly and Link Up and all of that SPDB. Like, I feel like because of what's popping right now, which is mostly like what has been recently, like Joe and I guess just strictly trap and like stuff like that, and obviously the Afro wave. That's kind of the audience that actually watches those channels is heavily kind of skewed to that. So even if you do release a strictly R&B track on that, even if it is vibes and people vibes with it, there's not enough people.
What's this,
there's not enough people watching that are open to that.
You be like,
because they're all expecting something from that channel. Do you know what I mean?
Coming off of that, I think there is, like, now I agree with you in the sense that it's not that much of a lack. There's not that much of a platform for them to get out, but the consumers as well. I know there's eyes on R&B.
Yeah.
People need to stop being stush with their support. Essentially.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It costs nothing to retweet your local artist that is on the come up. You retweet that, you never know who else is watching. Who else could benefit from like seeing this artist, and then it could be like you could essentially be a catalyst for someone's career just by a retweet, but just by doing something free. And if you like the sound of an artist, don't ever feel that you need to suppress your support because you might be deemed as a beggar or whatever.
Because you know how this age, in this age of like influencer age, of like, there could be someone that might listen to the music, listen to your music and be like, I like this. But you know what? Because other people aren't really on this, I ain't really gonna be on this. But as soon as one person that people know as like they got a fan base or whatever, be like, all right, boom, I like these lot. I like these lot.
Yeah.
You know what? I can say I like them and feel good about it. I'm not gonna be the first one to be like, no, they're fire.
Yeah.
You know, and that's literally that's this day and age.
Like,
it's literally like that. When I thought about it, I was like, raw, bro.
You can never be stushing and showing your support. Like me personally, I will retweet the hell out of like, I don't care if you've got 10 followers, if you can sing, retweet. I want the world to hear what you've got to offer, because I'm going through the same thing as well, trying to get the music out and trying to get people to hear the message and the music. If I see that you're on that wave and you're good and you're talented and you're determined, retweet. Straight, you get me? Like, it's not going to cost me nothing, and in a sense you benefit from it, from getting some sort of exposure. And I want to see people succeed, I want to see people shine. So yeah, man, that mentality was adopted, just wanting to see your fellow brother, sister shine. It could be beautiful for R&B, because we know that what R&B is. R&B is a predominantly black genre.
Yeah.
So if black people, in a sense, drop this whole crab mentality of, I'm not going to support him because I don't want to see them be on the level. Like, there's a deep-rooted crab mentality in it, like, but we can break out that. We as this generation, we could be like, bam, I'm going to support it. I don't care what it is. I'm just going to see you shine.
I see. Yeah, I get you. Like, I agree with you. Actually, I see like moments of light, like in terms of our community, where like you have man like Michael Dapper just blowing.
Oh yeah.
Like, every man supporting. Like,
everyone, you get me?
Like,
because he's genuinely funny.
Yeah, it's kind of like when everyone was behind Stormzy as well. We're doing this thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see little bursts of hope and that light. That's how it should be. Do you know what I mean?
On a consistent basis.
Exactly. It's not impossible. They're capable of it.
Yeah.
It's just a case of just doing that more consistently. And just being open to new things. It's not even new. Obviously not new, but just being open to. I'm not being afraid to kind of just
show support.
Show love.
That's the Brooklyn way.
We covered a lot of ground, man. I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, you can't, like, talent can't be suppressed in any fashion. Like, there will always be an outlet for something that's good to shine. Like, always. Like we've always seen, like over time, you can't ignore it. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a case of there's gonna be one artist that blows.
Then better
that's the way I see it. Like, I'm thinking, I don't know about time frame. I'm actually thinking possibly the next year. I'm actually thinking maybe in the next year, as in like 2019, there's going to be one artist that blows on a big scale, as in like...
Because like literally, it's funny you say that, there's artists coming through as well. Like, I'm hearing an artist called Kane, like, from Tottenham, he's doing this thing as well. Another artist called Dave Monroe, like, they've got some material out. It's crazy, like, they're R&B, they're doing their thing, they're cold. Just listen to them, like, literally, obviously, you got us, MNT, come and go follow us.
Because there's a scene that's already there. The scene is there. It's not even like, it's whatever in it. The scene is there. It's going to be a case of one person or maybe a couple people at one time blowing. The door's going to be open. Oh, bro, there's more of them lot, bro.
Exactly.
There's more of them. Oh, who's these lot? Like, when people really start like, oh, bro, these lot. Alright, boom. Then that's when it's the scene. That's how these things go, man. If you remember this, like I said about pioneers, it's always like when like Dizzy Wiley came out, and then it was like them lot came out, Lethal, Kano, da, 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 you know what I mean? Like,
the main thing is there's a lot of people waiting, like there's a lot of producers and like just people waiting for it to bang because they've got beats on these like E-Mix, come on now.
Oh yes,
E-Mix. Drew Kwame, come on, boy, Drew Kwame, Cache, all day. Do you know what I mean? Like we're waiting.
Oh yeah, shout Ace as well.
Come on. Like literally the keys, everything. Listen, they're waiting. So when R&B pops, it's gonna pop.
It's gonna pop.
See what I'm saying? I like that energy, bro. You already got guys. I like guys waiting. That energy. What do you think? Like, final words, UK R&B. What's that thing that you want to say? Like, this needs to be said, or for other R&B artists that are going to be watching, that are looking at this and be like, alright, I want to know how I can blow as well. Or what do you want to say? Like, what's your final word?
In a sense, we're nowhere near where we want to be. But I think because there's the determination and the hunger and the passion to succeed, and because we're making music, because we love music, not for any ulterior motives, we just love, like, I wake up in the morning and I'm singing because I love singing, I love music. I know Gabriel does the same, do you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, we have that passion and that love. And when you have that love for something, it shows in what you do in your craft, right. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you love music, just put your 110% into it, and then whatever happens, but at least you will know that you put your foot into it. Whatever the outcome, at least you have a clear indication of where you want to go in life. And yeah, music is a beautiful thing. I love music, but that's advice that I'd give anyway.
Actually, there's the thing that we talked about actually getting material recorded down, and I think that's one of the key things. Obviously balancing out performing, that gives you a lot of experience as well, and like obviously just gauging the crowd, like how they're responding to your music as well, gives you a good idea. And in general, like keep writing, just develop stuff, just hone your craft. Like I know you probably had this many times, but it is what it is. It's the truth, innit? So that's all I can really say. Just stick with it. Like you just need to find what's unique about yourself, like and just
find your USP.
Basically. So
that's it, man. Hey, man, I love that, man. That's it, man. Like, we're gonna wrap up here.
Cool.
You know, there's so much more we could talk about, but I mean, that's it, man. I mean, that's what we got. So I'm gonna leave it with you. Like, talk about where they can find you. Talk about the group. Talk about where they, you know what I mean, what you got planned. What you got next. You know what I mean? Let them know, man. Let them know, like.
On our Twitter is the MMMT. Insta is.
So wait, that's the Mama. What's the end?
November Tango Phonics. Mama November Tango. All of that jazz. The same on Instagram as well. Catch us on there. There's gonna be essentially an abundance of music coming your way.
Man said an abundance.
Snap. Where's the Snap? No one uses that Snap anyway. No, we should. I know.
You never know, bro. You never know, bro. You can be on Snap. You never know.
But no, I completely forgot it. But we're just gonna be very active. You know, this is a dream that brothers sat down together and said we're gonna chase this. So. Yeah, just stay tuned, man. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Alright, man. Hey, and that's it, man.
Yes, sir.
That's it, man. I enjoyed this, man. I think there's definitely conversation that needs to be had, man. UK R&B, you know, I definitely feel like we haven't had enough voices to really like break it down and discuss it further. So I'm glad we got to do it. This is gonna be the first of many conversations we're gonna have about UK R&B, like in general. I know it was just me. Like people are gonna be talking about this going forward, man. Especially when it starts to bubble and really starts to blow. So, like this, to me, I haven't seen people talk about it. So this is probably one of the first. So there we go, man. Talk with Tonte. That's what we do here, bro. We have these conversations. You heard it here first, bro. You hear these conversations here first, man. You know what I mean? That's the energy I'm bringing, bro. But now, man, I thank you for watching this video. Yeah, we was here. Me and MMMT. This is Tonte here, Talk with Tonte. Follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Talk with Tonte. That's it, man. We're out, man. We're out.
And yeah, that's I came on a different tangent just now. But yeah, no, I just wanted to put that out there. These are my brothers, man. You get me saying, oh yeah, thank you for the opportunity. One more, sorry, I love
I'm diving into segment.
That was a ritual, innit? But you can get a handshake, man. You get me. Thank you for inviting us today.
Sorry, I feel like well, earlier when we were talking about America and the R&B, the R&B scene, like, shit, my things just got out of my head, like literally just got out of my head. Hold on.
Rich Reynolds.
Come on.
And Temptations. You gotta learn the greats that come before you to see how they navigated through the industry in order to get to where they needed. I like the way I'm talking right now. That's true.
What's that guy?
It's a meme, isn't it?
Yeah, no, there was one sign language woman performing.
Oh, when they
was it?
Yeah.